What's up, guys? Before we start the podcast, I definitely want to give a big shout out to Ricardo Hernandez, aka Ric Monsta, man. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, blessing me, man. It's definitely an honor. I definitely love your podcast, Oldies Forever, and the Monster Mash. Guys, definitely go check those out, man, at ricmonsta.com or download Podbean and search up Oldies Forever by Ric Monsta. I also wanted to mention, guys, some of these interviews were pre-recorded and have been a while just in the vault. I am definitely gonna change it up next year, 2022. I have a lot more guests coming on. I definitely want to thank everybody who has come on so far, 2021, to help me out, man. Everybody that has come onto this podcast has really helped boost me in a lot of ways and really inspired me in a lot of ways to keep doing what I do and how I do it. Show love to everybody I meet throughout the journey and thank everybody through the journey. So I thank everybody so much for staying with me for this long. I definitely want to thank my 100 subscribers, guys. We finally did it, man. Within the year, I hit 100 subs, guys. I was so excited. I actually got really, really emotional, man. Like, I didn't think it was going to be possible. I feel like YouTube is the hardest media platform to really get followers going, especially if you're not, famous or, popping in a way, I don't know. But to have it happen to me, it was definitely a big milestone. And I can't wait to continue what I got, my momentum going on 2022. So definitely stick around. And like I said, check it all out. Check out his mixes on SoundCloud and check out his Instagram, guys. And with that being said, let's get back to the podcast. Thank you so much, bro. Hell yeah, bro. That was dope, man. Hell yeah. Thank you for coming, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. I definitely wanted to have you on because you also do podcasting. I do podcasting.
Yeah.
I find it really dope. But before we really get into what you do, bro, and but yeah, before we get into what you do, bro, yeah, definitely tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, where you grew up. You know.
Okay. My real name is Ricardo Hernandez, but everybody knows me as Ricky. I grew up here in Rockford, Illinois. Um, for the first couple of years, I lived in Belvedere, but I was born in Rockford because I think at the time Belvedere didn't have any hospitals
Okay.
or something like that. But I was born in St. Anthony, but I lived in Belvedere until I was like 4 or 5, halfway through kindergarten, and the other half kindergarten. We moved over here to Rockford, and I've been here, the rest of my life, pretty much. What was the other question? What do I do?
No, yeah. I just want to know where you're
My
born.
background.
Yeah, your background, man.
Okay, so I guess my background in general is musically. I've always been into music since I was a kid. But my parents are Mexican, so my big influences when I was a little kid was like mariachi music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Are you Mexican or Puerto
Yeah,
Rican?
yeah,
Oh, you're
Mexican,
Mexican.
Mexican.
Well, so mariachi music was like a big factor in my life when I was a kid. Like just seeing live mariachis, you know what I'm saying, for
Yeah,
parties.
yeah.
That's what we would get. We wouldn't get a banda. We wouldn't get a norteño band or anything like that. We get a mariachi, for every party we used to do when we were kids.
Okay.
So that's kind of like, and then to top it off, I had uncles that were mariachis. I had my whole family sings, pretty much.
Oh, really?
So that's kind of like where the music, my grandfather was a drummer. My grandmother sang. My mom sings a little bit.
All
My
right.
aunt sing. My uncles sing incredible. You know what I mean? My cousins sing with the mariachi, and I have some that played in mariachi groups and stuff. And I have some cousins that dance like the Mexican folklorical stuff with the dresses and the sombreros and the
Okay.
whole, you know what I'm saying? So music was always like something in my head, always listening. My mom was always playing music at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's dope, dude.
And then one of my biggest influences for like hip hop was my cousin Martha. She would like play like 90s hip hop and shit. This is like 91, 92,
Okay.
Jump Around, and you know what I'm saying? Like just a bunch of 90s hip hop stuff, R&B, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then mid 90s, my pops got out of jail. He did some time, and we finally got to meet up, go hang out with my family in Chicago. My family, like most of my family is from Chicago, and pretty much they introduced me to house music,
Okay.
like house music and freestyle and all that shit. So that's another wave. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Hearing the mixes on the radios, like on radio back in the day in the '90s, and driving down 26th Street, you're like, it's so whole different. I'm saying that's what kept me in awe of things when I would hear it. And then early '90s, I met up with one of my boys. One of my he became my compadre later on, but he taught me how to break dance and shit. Like in '98, '99,
Okay.
first started popping and shit, and then we took it to the floor. And then that's when I met everybody else. Well, yeah, that was my early upbringings.
Damn, dude, that's dope, man. Hell yeah, dude. Did did you perform with any of your family that like did music?
Perform? No, no, I've never performed with them. I have a lot of home videos of them singing and stuff. And I was a little kid,
Mm.
I would be like in the crowd, like a little 5, 6 year old kid, watching them. But no, no, I never performed. I also have an uncle. He passed away, but he was like a champion country dancer. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like he would go over parts of Mexico and win competitions, and go all over Texas and win competitions. And he was just in a documentary. He passed in like 89, 90. I don't remember what year, 89 or 90. He had passed away, and people are still talking about him in this new documentary that just dropped. Like
Okay.
he's one of the innovators, pioneers.
Oh,
You know what I'm
so
saying? I mean, I don't like country music like that, but
yeah.
it's really dope to see videos of him dancing back in the '80s and shit. It's pretty dope. But yeah, I got a lot of influences like that through my childhood.
Uh, did you say? Can you say who is your biggest influence?
As far as
Music.
man, I have so many, dude. Like, there's so many.
Yeah.
I see. I have I break everything down, and there's different sections. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just like I
Yeah.
said, there's house music. There's my house music section. There's like the hip hop part. There's a Mexican part too. That's really prevalent in my life. So it's like, I, there's so many. I have so many people I look up to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From anywhere from Vicente Fernandez, as far as my ranchera Mexican music goes.
Yeah.
So fucking DJ Jazzy Jeff as a DJ, you know what I'm saying? So Mob Deep on some hip hop shit.
Yeah.
To some Bad Boy Bill from on some DJ house music shit. I mean, I have so many influences that it's kind of like, bro.
No, no, yeah, I
What I
can
listen,
imagine.
what I
Yeah.
listen to is kind of just like I go from. Let's say I was listening to Metallica from For Whom the Bells to you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That
Yeah.
shit go hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
care what nobody says. So I went to some Vicente Fernandez stuff, to some, I don't know, abstract ass, you know what I'm saying, 80s, 90s Spanish rock, you know what I'm saying? I'm just all over the place, bro, when it comes to music. I have so many influences, I really can't name just one.
No, well, yeah, yeah, definitely name them, man. I would love to know because the thing I love about your DJing is, if I'm saying it right, definitely correct me, man, because
Yeah.
I'm new to like to speak and shit, but I definitely like your style because I grew up kind of on what you played, and I heard it when you did the grand opening, the Monster Mash House
Oh,
opening.
okay.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, bro, I haven't heard this music in like ages, bro. Because
Uh-huh.
some music you were playing, I don't really know the names,
Okay.
cause one.
So that one, I wanted, it's just sounding in my head.
Hmm.
I just could never. I didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't figure out what the fuck I wanted to play. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So before, back in the day, I wouldn't make sets of music. Like usually, a lot of DJs, they put sets together depending on the mood of the situation.
Yeah.
when it comes to art shows and art galleries and stuff like that, you kind of want to go deeper into your music selection than just playing a top 40 Drake song or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Just shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That's cool and everything. I play that stuff at like clubs, bars, or whatever when I need to.
yeah,
But if you're gonna do an art show, I think as a DJ, this is your time to shine. So kind of dive deep into what you want to play as an artist, as a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like those sounds, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's a vibe you have to set, and it's kind of like I said this on Vic's podcast the other day. It's almost like a snake charmer. You have to. There's waves that you go in. You bring them up, you bring them down, and that's how it is for DJing for me.
mm,
And there is it's waves and emotions that you getting people through. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hype itself, sometimes it's chill.
yeah,
All depends. But for that set, I try to do some like 80s Spanish rock with some like punk TikTok songs that are kind of popping right now. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Um, I just and then I later on I went to like deep house and shit like that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
the deep house that's something I used to hear in Chicago because my
Yeah.
sisters used to play that shit
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
time.
and then at the end, I started playing like classics and shit like that, and
Yeah.
I just was all over the place.
Yeah. So when you do a set, wait, what do you like to DJ more? Like the old school stuff?
It all depends, man. I'm really into. I've always been to old music, and but just like I said, like it all depends on the location and where we're at.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to look at the crowd and say, you know what, they might like this. I'm gonna try this.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
it's like you have to be able to read the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
it's I love all music,
Yeah.
even the new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like not all the mumble rap shit, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Some you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
R&B Young Dolph. I really like Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But it's all the way you look and see. If I'm at a like for example, last Saturday I did a 60-year-old lady's birthday, one of my homies' moms, and she wanted to hear like Mexican music, cumbias and
Okay. Yeah.
bachata and merengue, and I played all that stuff. But obviously, you're not gonna go there and hit them with like Drake
Yeah.
and just party music like that. But I hit them with like reggaeton, and I like reggaeton and shit too, the newer shit and the old shit, whatever. It just it just comes sporadically. I just got to see
Mm.
what I'm working with as far as the crowd, and then I'll play when it comes to a party. But like I
Okay.
said, like if I'm at an art gallery where or a niche
Mm.
party, something that's I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna play whatever I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Hits me,
Okay.
what touches my soul. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I am.
Yeah. How long have you been DJing?
Okay, so I think I bought my first pair of turntables in like Vic was with me. Vic Monsta was with me. Shout out Vic Monsta.
Yeah, definitely shout out Big Man for real.
And I told this story before, and I didn't realize I forgot what happened. But I bought my pair of turntables. Like man, it might have been like '07 or '08, and I bought two turntables, a mixer, and when it was at the Groove Shop that was inside Auto Extras at the time, off of State Street behind Lino's.
Hmm.
I don't know how long you've been here, but that's.
Since '07.
I don't know if you knew where that place was back
I
in
know
the.
where Lino's is. I just don't know the
There's
address.
a building behind it that used to have like it was like a car place, like, and they had a barber shop in there. And then it had my boy DJ Just One that owned it, and he had like CDs in there and vinyl records and turntables and just all around DJ shop. You know what I mean? And Vic went with me. I chose my turntables and my mixer, and when I went to go pay, his debit card machine wasn't working or
Mm.
something. Vic had the money in cash, so he let me borrow it. You know what I'm saying? And then we just went to the ATM. I took it out, gave it to him, shit. But he got mad at me because last time I didn't mention that to him. About it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't for me. No, but not like that. But
Yeah, yeah,
shout out Vic, man.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
man. Definitely great guy, man.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Did you even know what you're going to get, like when you first started, man? Or you're just like, this looks like what I need to spend.
When Vic already had turntables,
Okay.
So, and I always, since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a DJ.
Mm.
My pops would be like, yeah, yeah. I told him when I was a kid, I was like, I wanted to be a DJ because two of my cousins were DJ in Chicago. And then I always told my dad, hey, I want to be a DJ. He's all right, cool, but he just never, he never didn't have the money or he didn't buy it for me. So it was like one day I come home from work and I just got paid. At the time, I where I work at right now is the same place I work at. I worked at since I was like I've been there. I think this June will be um 18 years.
18 years?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
since
Congrats,
I was
man.
16, I worked there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I've always had money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
yeah.
always got you know I got my checks at 16 years old. Like, and they were like decent checks when you're a kid. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck am I gonna do with those? You know what I mean?
Right. You're
So I
smart.
bought the turntables. I got paid. I went bought the turntables. Just one, which is the guy who sold me the turntables.
Mhm.
He told me to buy because these. Let's just say these were like $800.
Oh, shit.
The two turntables and the mixer. He was telling me, man, might as well go the extra route and buy these 1200s, the Technique 1200s, which is the standard turntable that everybody uses as far as DJs. Like
Okay.
that's the like the meta of all turntables, pretty much for all DJs. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? This is
Yeah.
like without those, like a lot of DJs wouldn't be around here. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the shit.
Yeah.
So he told me, he's like, I don't know how much it was, but he was like, spend that extra $300-$400,
Oh,
and
shit.
you're gonna be straight with these basically for your entire life.
Yeah.
You're gonna those turntables. Really, the only thing that goes out on them are like the RCA's. So you might have to open them up and solder new ones on or
Mm.
little things like that. But they're built like tanks. I bought the ones I have right now since 2009.
Oh,
So
shit.
it's been 11, 12 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And they're
12
still
years.
rocking
Yeah.
like nothing. Like I just bought them. And they're already, at the time, they're probably already 10 years old. So they're probably like
Holy shit! Are you
20,
serious?
20, 25-year-old turntables. But
Yeah.
shit, they're perfect, bro.
But is that equipment expensive, man? Because that's
Yeah,
not
man.
really.
It gets really expensive. So like I'm really into equipment as far as like turntables and everything that has to do with turntable like mixers and stuff like that. But then there's other aspects as a DJ. Like if you want to be do weddings and all this shit, you have to have some of the best speakers. You know what I'm saying? I just blew out a speaker this past Saturday.
Wait,
They're
you provide speaker? You provide the speakers?
all depends. Like
Oh, okay,
it
okay.
all depends on the event. If I do a wedding or something like that, yeah, you have to provide
Oh, okay.
your own speakers. I blew out a speaker on Wednesday. We did
Damn,
that
dude.
blackout Wednesday at we were on tap.
Yeah.
So the speaker behind me, we're using it as a monitor. Like I hear it go out, and turn it on, turn it on. I'm like, oh shit! And I try to turn it down, but by the time I turn it down, like I didn't hear it no more. I'm like, oh fuck. But yeah, I mean, it's like there's so many aspects of it. Like
Yeah, because I mean, me, bro.
the MacBook, you know what I'm saying? The computer you're looking at, you know what I'm saying? I just
Oh,
bought
yeah.
one on the low from my homie, a 2020 for $800. But that's on the low, you know what I'm saying? Normally they're like, 14, 15, 16. The new ones are 2000 plus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, shit, all that shit gets expensive.
Yeah, me, bro. Like me, I know, I know a few DJs, not that many, but like, yeah, I have no idea what it
What it
takes or
takes, yeah.
what you need to be
Yeah.
a DJ.
Well, it's not as bad. Like, I have the kind of like the top of the line shit, but because that's what I like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can buy a controller right now for $200, $300. Even shit, there's little ones like this for like $80 right now that you can buy. Connect to your computer, and they have little jog wheel, little turning, on each side. They have banks where you could, scratch and you can do everything on there.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to buy it just to have one, just in case something goes wrong with my setup that I have. I can just connect that. Let's go.
Mm.
Or you could be at a party and just with your homies and just plug that in and what I'm saying, not have to worry about shit.
That's
You
dope,
know.
man. Yeah.
So it's not as bad as it
Yeah.
used to be. You know what I'm saying? If you want, once you get like more deep into it, then yeah, it does get expensive. You know what I'm saying? A mixer, like the mixer I bought when I bought it, was like $1,800.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Those two turntables I have, you're looking at $1,200, $1,300. for a pair,
Yeah.
and then you need needles, which is like $100 a piece, if
Are
not
you
more.
serious?
But
Holy
but
shit.
I bought this thing called Phase, where you kind of they're like little controllers,
Yeah.
like half the size, like a quarter size of my phone.
Yeah.
You put them in the middle of the records, and they pick up the signal from the music, so you don't need needles anymore. But that's $400
Holy fuck.
for a set of those, and I have two sets of them.
Dude, that's what's up.
So yeah, but you seen at the shop, you've been there, so you seen all the turntables we got. I had just bought two of those sets the day before, you know what I'm
Holy
saying?
shit.
But the dude hooked me up for like $80. They're
Okay.
not Technique 1200s, but they'll do for what we got going on right there.
Yeah, that's dope.
Just practicing and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna sound dumb if not,
nah, nah,
but
you good.
uh, do you see? Did you see like a huge advancement throughout the years with the technology?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because at the end of the day, me and Vic started like the old school way with the vinyl records. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And as soon as so the program is called Serato.
Okay.
Serato Scratch Live. That's the first one that came out.
The program for the computer or
Yeah,
just
for the
the?
computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
So that program came out probably like '04, '05.
Mm.
That's when it started hitting. But we didn't get it. I didn't get it. So I think Vic got it first, maybe like '08, early '09 type of thing. And I ended up buying it. I had gotten fired. Not fired, but I had gotten laid off from my job
Mm.
for a year. So I had a 401k, and I didn't have enough money in it to keep my 401k in there.
Mm.
So they made me take it out.
Okay.
Well, $3,000-4,000. Well, that's when I bought all my. I bought the turntables.
Mm.
I bought a MacBook. I think I already had speakers.
Damn, do a MacBook
Yeah, I
back in
mean,
the
but
day.
back then I you bought it. It was a white one,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
old school
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
And back then, I think I bought it on eBay for like $600, something like
Mm.
that.
Okay.
And I bought the turntables. Luckily, a dude was hard up and he needed money, and he let me have the two turntables, the 1200s, for 450. I already had the mixer, the needles. I probably bought another $120, like $200 in needles. But yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, what was the question?
No, no.
I got lost. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, yeah, the what's it called? The advancement in
Oh yeah,
technology.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, so like I said, like from records to being able to have your whole library in the computer
Yeah.
made it night and day. And then records are so hard, you have to be so gentle with them because when you're scratching them or playing them, if there's a scratch in the record, it's gonna jump or skip or you hear pops in the vinyl or
Mm.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With this program, you don't have none of that, no problems. If you might be the record might jump, but if you have it set up in the computer right, it'll jump and then it'll just play from the last point it left the record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, super night and day. And then from that point on to now, yeah, it's incredible.
Was it hard at first to get used to it?
The program, no, it was. Um, if you can sound decent on vinyl,
Okay.
you're gonna sound like a fucking. When it comes to Serato, you're gonna sound like a pro because
Okay.
there's so much shit in there that you could do loops and you could loop a song to what I'm saying, and echo effects and all this crazy shit that it's in the program. You sound a lot doper, a lot better.
Mm.
And then you have unlimited songs as long as you have, a lot of music.
Okay.
When
Yeah.
you have vinyl, you're only working with what you have on hand. So yeah, and then having to haul all that stuff, all the records, that was a bitch.
Yeah, bro. How was that, bro?
They suck, bro. I used to suck. Like I would have crates and bags of records, and you have to take them to wherever you're gonna. You know what I'm saying? That's not including the turntables and what I'm saying, everything else, the speakers you got to bring. So yeah, it was a bitch. But now with this, it's like I just bring this, or I bring a little. In the summertime, this past summer, all I had to do was bring a little flash drive, like a little thumb drive,
Yeah.
connect to the dude's mixer, and I played an hour.
Oh,
You know what
son.
I'm saying? No problem. So it's like, yeah, imagine to being able to do all that. I don't know, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Do you? What was your like back then? You know, when you're carrying those vinyls, bro. Like, was there ever a time where you brought all your vinyls, but or maybe not all of them?
Hmm.
Maybe you just brought a few that you thought were good for the party, but like when you got to the party, you're like, "Fuck, I should have brought that vinyl."
Nah, man. Because for the most part, I brought everything. You know what I'm
Everything.
saying? Just because you do not, you never want to get stuck needing it. You might as well have it, even
Mm,
though it's gonna, you don't use half of the shit, but you just never know. You know what I'm saying? If you're a really good DJ, you ask beforehand what kind of party is it,
mm,
who's gonna be there, what kind of people. That way you kind of gauge what to bring. You know what I'm
mm,
saying when it came to that. For the most part, like a lot back then, I'm pretty sure a lot of people hired the people knowing what they played.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, we know he's a good ass house DJ, so you know what I'm saying. We don't got to worry about whatever. Yeah, as far as hip hop, same thing. And luckily back then, reggaeton was in. I had some reggaeton on vinyl. You know what I'm saying? It all depended on what kind of party it was, to be honest with you. But yeah, I never really had a problem about with that. I didn't do too many parties with vinyl.
Oh,
I
okay.
just I you know when I really started picking up was when I bought the Serato program.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's when I started going
Mm.
ham, I guess you could say.
Yeah, as being a DJ, man, like, uh, what what what's the hardest part about being a DJ? If you don't mind me asking.
For me, it's hauling all the equipment around.
Okay.
That's just annoying because you got to realize. Let's just say you have a wedding. You know what I'm saying you have to load up your truck, get to the venue, unload, connect everything, make sure everything looks nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's something I didn't know, bro. You like, depending on where it is, you provide the speakers. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought the place that you're having the event or the
It
show.
all, it all depends.
Yeah.
Like certain bars, like District, I was a DJ there for like 5 years, and they have the best sound system. I don't know if you ever been there when we used to do Art District.
No, no,
You
bro.
never been there? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I barely started coming out to Rockford, bro, because I always been like a inside kid or in
Yeah,
high,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah. I
know.
feel you. Um, yeah,
But I,
I've been a party animal my whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I like kicking it with people and having some drinks, and DJing just came naturally to me as far as like being around people. You know what I'm saying? And just the party life, party atmosphere,
Hmm, yeah.
party vibe, I guess you could say. But yeah, yeah, what was that last question?
Not
I'm not
even.
even high enough, bro. I'm over here forgetting the shit.
Not even.
I'm mad at fucking hungover. My bad. Like yesterday, we had a big ass. Every year, we have a Thanksgiving thing in my house.
Okay.
Where after Thanksgiving, my friends come over and we get fucking wasted.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm kind of like out of it right now.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I think we were talking about like the hardest part about being a
Oh,
DJ.
just the hardest part about these. Yeah, like I said, the hauling all the equipment around. For me,
Yeah.
the DJing part isn't that bad as long as you have the right music for what the occasion. There's times where I've done like let's just say like white people weddings and they kind of like different. They like different music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
rock shit, some country shit, and I get nervous if I don't have that certain kind of song they want. They ask for a song.
Hmm.
That's another like. It's not hard. It's just annoying sometimes.
Yeah. And
For
how
you know what I'm saying?
and how does that work, bro? Let's say somebody does come up to you and ask for a song you don't have. Do you just like
I
look
kind
for?
of just tell them if I could get it online at that point, I'll get it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But sometimes you're in an area where you're in the middle of a country barn field or something where you
Mm,
don't get reception, so you can't just go on your you use your internet from your phone and so it's hard sometimes. So if I can't get it, I just tell them no. Unfortunately, I don't have this
okay.
song.
Okay.
But there's some people that get fucking. How the fuck do you not have it? And I
Yeah.
had one dude, bro. I did a Sweet 16 at the brew house.
Hmm.
And this kid, man, he came up to me. He asked me for some obscure ass new SoundCloud rap song. You know what I'm saying? One of them songs that it came out 2 days ago from a rapper that has like a 1,000 listens, something
Yeah.
crazy like that. Like, how do you have this song? Blah, blah. Nah, no, bro, I've never heard of it. And he kind of like pushed me, bro.
What?
And I'm like, bro, I'm about to stick this dude, this 16-year-old kid.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
looked at him like, and he walked away, and I yelled some stupid shit. I'm like, but man, I need to chill the fuck out because
Yeah,
these dumbass kids don't know what the fuck they're doing. But yeah, man, it's sometimes it's the rude people that gets difficult. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Asking for songs that like a pet peeve of mine is like people asking for songs that don't make sense with what I'm playing. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like motherfuckers hit me with Hanson Mbop or some crazy dumb song. They just it's a monkey wrench that you throw in there. And you're like, the fuck? I'm not gonna play this because it doesn't make sense with what I'm playing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then when they get pissed that I'm not gonna play it, whatever, or they'll tell you, I've had it where the whole place is jumping, like everybody's dancing, vibing, kicking it. A girl comes up to me, she asked me to play a certain song. She said, "If you play this, everybody's gonna start dancing." I'm like, What are they doing right now? You know what I'm saying? They're
Yeah,
fucking dancing. Nah, but if it's gonna, I'm like, nah, you don't know what the fuck you talking about because I got this place juking right now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's just people. You know what I'm saying? Certain people are just assholes,
yeah.
and they feel like they're privileged enough to come up to me and tell me, how to do what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That that's just some people. You know what I mean? But that's it.
Yeah, we hit that 30-minute mark, man. We're about to head to the smoke room, bro. So we can talk a little bit more, chill, kick it, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, everybody watching, stay tuned, and thank you for watching. What's up, guys? I want to shine a little bit of light. Hopefully, if it can help, Ric Monsta was gonna perform or do his DJ thing with DJ Acid on the 31st of December for New Year's Eve 2022 at on Onyx Bar and Grill, 1001 West Lane Road. Well, I'm gonna have everything down below in the description to double check, make sure I got it right. My dyslexic ass has time problems reading, but definitely, if you are in the Rockford area, guys, check out DJ Rick and DJ Acid. Man, I heard DJ Acid is a very OG in the DJ community in Rockford, so definitely go check him out. He definitely gets everything down and popping. And if you are listening, DJ Acid, I would love to have you on the podcast, man. Yeah, but we're back, man. We're just talking about a little bit about Chicago. Usually, the when I talk about the 30 minutes, that's when I do a little commercial, and then after the commercial, we just come back.
Okay.
But yeah, bro, I mean, I don't know, bro. When I was little, it was weird. I didn't really know what gangs were until I moved to Rockford, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been around the gangs because I
Yeah.
remember seeing them and then
Yeah. Yeah.
all that shit. But I really didn't know what it was until I came here, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's gang banging."
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I was lucky because that my ignorance could have easily killed me, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
luckily my dad had respect, because he was a Cholio looking guy
Yeah.
in the neighborhood, because our neighborhood was 2-6, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know the background, bro. It might be iffy. Definitely correct me. But the 2-6 actually is a origination from the 13 Sureños or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, it's because they used the three dots, or they came from California, something like that, right? Because I used to look at the
Mm-hmm.
gang information and shit, and
I really don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I know the three dots, third world, or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
But
something
yeah.
like that, and yeah. So the gang from my neighborhood, which was the 2-6, actually
Mm-hmm.
respected my dad, and that kind of gave me like a little protection or slash respect.
Like you let him slide. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he's the little homie,
Yeah.
man. He's the little homie from the dude. So
Yeah.
I didn't really realize until I grew up in Rockford.
Yeah. So all my cousins are out 262 from
Yeah,
Chicago, and so I grew up. On the weekends when I would go kick it with them, that's what they were on. You know what I mean? And I've even been not necessarily with just riding around with them and just popping off at motherfuckers and just wilding out, doing stupid shit. But obviously you come here and then go over there. It's two different animals out.
Yeah,
But
dude. 2 hours away, totally
yeah,
different, bro.
hour and a half.
Yeah, yeah,
But my
yeah.
cousins already always clown when they come over here. It's all country, all cornfields. You know how it is, motherfuckers.
Bro, I
Talking
mean,
crazy.
when I was moving here, bro, I literally was scared because I thought I was moving to the country.
Hmm.
And like, over there in Chicago, your best friends are down the street.
Yeah,
Fucking here in Rockford, bro, your friends are on the other side of town.
yeah, yeah,
So it was a big, big switch for me.
yeah.
And so how was it for you, bro, when you went down there? Like, did that influence you?
As far as Chicago,
Yeah, yeah, like the gangs and all that stuff.
I mean, I have friends here that are gang bangers. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that I grew up with, went to jail, came out. You know what I'm saying? Cousins that were the opposite gang from. You know what I'm saying? Well, my friends are here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? I know everybody all the gangs here. I pretty much know somebody that's in one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And each one. When it comes to anything, Morenos too, I love black dudes. I'm cool with them too. I knew Mo's, I knew Lords, Vice Lords, I knew GDs, Wacos. I knew everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was just cool with everybody. But it's just like one of them things. Like it comes hand in hand. Like when you go out and party and kick it, you run into all these people. And sometimes you have problems with people. Sometimes I did have problems with certain people. I've gotten fights, jumped, and all that shit. And I wasn't a game maker.
Hmm.
But just being around it so much, you know what I'm saying, you fall into dumb shit. So I kind of like me and my boys were like we weren't in a gang, but we were our own homies that we
Cool.
just we would ride for each other type of shit when we were growing up. But like luckily we got into breakdancing too, and that kind of like it kept us out of the you know what I'm saying. A lot of kids that were game banging started off as breakers, you know what I'm saying, or soccer players or something like that, and then you next one day you see them and we all cool. A year later you see them and they're throwing up all types of shit to you. You're like, what the fuck? It's me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But that's just how it is here in Rockford. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I definitely
And
see
I
that.
think I think people grow up now and now they see you and it's all hey, don't worry about that shit that happened back in the day. Nah, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit's happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, as a DJ and like being around gangs, did did you want to soda with that?
Oh no, I'll chase it with this.
Oh,
Shout out Hennessy for sponsoring
yeah, yeah,
this.
for sure. Keeping my guests nice and wet, man. But have you ever DJ at a party and there was like have you ever DJ a party and like it was like a gang there and that made you nervous to DJ? If that makes sense.
I'm not nervous, but I've seen gangs there, and there's a shitload of them, and I even tell the bouncers, hey, because at the end of the day, that's my business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's my money. If something pops off really bad, it could look bad on me. They could look at you and be like, oh, you playing all this ghetto music. That's why all these the hood came out, or shit like that. You never know what they could blame you for. But I just kind of like I seen a bunch of dudes that were there. I told the bouncer, hey, just keep an eye on that group of guys. Nothing happened. Everybody was cool. I think they understood. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you just never know, especially in Rockford. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as it was years, back in the mid 2000s, early 2000s. I know they're still out here and shit, but I mean, I would hope to think that people out here are just trying to get money
Yeah.
over everything. Well, fuck all that game, man. You're dying from your hood, dying for your hood, and the hood ain't gonna do nothing for you. The hood, you don't own the hood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck it, what the fuck we doing out here?
Yeah, the hood lives on, you don't.
Pretty much. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? The hood is owned by a bunch of white dudes probably that don't
Yeah,
give a fuck about you. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You die for your hood, and that's it. Like you said, the hood lives on, and you don't. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Mm.
But yeah.
Have Have you ever been like discriminated playing music? Your music?
So I told this story the other day. It was like 4 years ago. Somebody came up to me. I was playing reggaeton,
Mm.
and reggaeton is something that in the mainstream is getting more popular. It got really big. You know what I'm saying? I've seen white girls singing Nicky Jam songs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Some straight Puerto Rican shit. White girls, Asian girls. So when I seen that, I was like, I had this. I've always played it,
Yeah.
but not out at the like a district where I was at. I wasn't playing it, and then but for like private parties or like LAN parties, yeah, I was doing that.
Mm.
But so a white lady came up to me and she said to me, "I came here to listen. This is an American bar. I came here to listen to American music. Why am I hearing all this Mexican shit?"
Oh,
And I was
shit.
like, "What the fuck?" And my boy was right there next to me. I got a temper, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got a
I would. I
temper.
mean, I would imagine, bro. That's like disrespectful.
Yeah, mad disrespectful.
Yeah.
I have a temper, and there's just there's just things you just don't say.
Yeah.
I'm super nice. I'm cool, cordial. Hey, what's up, bro? I show mad love to everybody, bro. But it's just when you disrespect me or you disrespect my homie I'm with or anything crazy like that, you know what I'm saying? That's when I'm like, I'm about to slap this motherfucker. And this lady said that shit to me, and I was about to go off on her. You know what I'm saying? My boy Alex, Asian Alex, he's a louse dude. He kind of just stopped me. He's like, "Hey, nah, Rick, it's not even worth it, bro. Don't even trip." I'm like, man, it, you're in a business where a lot of times you have to hold your tongue. You know what I'm saying? Because it's your business, so you got to be like, try to be respectful. But at the same time, it's like, man, so there's some things you just can't take. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let motherfuckers know.
You want another one?
No, that's cool. You just gotta let some people know, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? What you're saying is ignorant as fuck. Take your drunk ass down,
Yeah.
back to where you were at. But
Would you say it's mostly drunk people that do that, say shit like that? You would say?
yeah, but also, there's some people out there that just talk out of their ass and they don't realize what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I heard a story on another podcast where a DJ, he was DJing a wedding for one of his homies, and he sat down with a bunch of record execs. They said, "Oh, just sit here so you can eat, during the food. Just put on the mix and you can eat." You know what I'm saying? So he sat down and ate, and one of the dudes that was at the table said to the dude, "Wait, you're sitting here?" He said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna eat." He said, "Oh, I don't sit with the help." You know what I'm saying? It's like he wasn't drunk yet. That was early on in the dinner. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah.
maybe he wasn't. I don't know. But I'm just saying, people are assholes
Yeah.
whenever. You don't have to be drunk to be an asshole. But I mean, yeah, I think drinking might have something to do with it. But yeah, I don't know. That's how it is, I guess.
Hmm.
But it's like you have to make that decision to be like. Some people just need to get an ass whooping sometimes. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
a slap upside the head, or a stern like, "Hey, motherfucker," you know what I'm saying? I'm not just a fucking. You gotta kind of put the scare in them to be up for, and then they'll stop
Hmm.
eventually. You know what I mean? That's just my point of view. Sometimes I don't know.
No, no,
I
yeah.
sound crazy and shit right now.
Not really
I'm
good.
not violent whatsoever, people. I'm just being real.
But no, that is true, bro. In some ways, you do gotta have a like, well, what you want to say, a thick layer of skin, you know?
Yeah, man. I mean, as Mexicans, we have thick layers of skin for sure
Yeah,
because your parents talk shit to you, your brothers and sisters talk shit to you,
I know,
your
right? Why
cousins
is that?
talk crazy to you. You know what I'm saying? When you get married, when you're gonna have a kid, just all around bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So we automatically have thick layers of skin, but it's just like there's certain things that you can't let slide. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You got to be able to hold your own in certain situations. Just how I think. You know what I'm saying? Especially nowadays when people think they get to talk to you any certain way. You know what I'm saying? It's not true
yeah,
in my opinion. It's not right.
yeah. Have you ever had a well? Have you ever had a bad set?
Oh yeah, for sure. All the time. No, not all the time, but oh yeah. There's been times where I think if you don't feel confident in the way you're playing at the moment, it's gonna show in the way you're playing or how you're sounding out to the people.
Mm.
If you're super nervous, you're gonna while you're playing, you're gonna sound kind of like shitty when you're out playing. There's been times where I'm free flowing and everything's sounding good, perfect, and I can play the same set at another time. And if something doesn't go right for me, you're gonna hear it out there. I've had people message me. bro, what's going on? You good?
Oh,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
really?
While I'm playing
Yeah, yeah.
at a bar, you know what I mean? But the mood that you're in at the time when you're DJing can reflect on how you're playing and how you're sounding out to the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're in a shitty mood, sometimes you know that's how you're gonna sound out when people hear you.
Mm.
So yeah, I've had bad sets for sure. Sometimes if you don't prepare and you just want to just wing it, sometimes you sound like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for the most part, man, I'm pretty happy and with how I've sounded. You know what I'm saying? At wherever any event.
What would you say was your best event?
Man, I've had a lot, man. I've had a lot. I've
Which one was your proudest one? Like, yeah, man, I did that, dude.
I've had a lot. I can't
Really?
name one. I remember one in particular I did. I
Yeah.
went and did a party for one of my homies, my coworkers, and he it was like a block party. He closed it off, and my set there was cool, but they had a bunch of requests, and I was playing them, whatever, cool. And I got done there at 10 o'clock or something like that, and I shot over to district. My buddy was opening up, like doing the first hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. Then I did the last 2 hours, and with that set right there was like I shut it down. Like I did some I don't know what the fuck I was on. I was just on God mode. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's sometimes where you're so engulfed in the music where nothing, not even nothing can phase you. You know what I'm saying? When you're
Yeah.
going hard, and I've had those moments where it's kind of like a I don't want to sound fucking dumb and shit, but like an outer body experience where you could see the whole crowd and like looking at you, looking in, and like you're just going ham. And I don't know, man.
Mm.
I've had those moments where I've been hard, I've been going hard as fuck, but then I had the moments too where I'm like, damn, I sound like shit, or you know what I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
something like that.
Where have you performed throughout your DJ journey? Like bars or mainly shows?
Bars, clubs here in Rockford. I mean, there used to be a club here called the Manor. That was dope. I did a couple places there. I did it a couple times there. District, I was there for like 4 or 5 years up until the pandemic. Um, I don't know, like all types of bars here in Rockford, downtown bars.
How was the pandemic during? Well, how was DJing during the pandemic?
I mean, there was no DJing during the pandemic. You know what I
Mm.
mean? We're still in the pandemic, so it's still like the last couple of months I've been going hard, but doing like private events, weddings and quinceañeras and birthday parties and shit like that. But let's say early on pandemic, 2020 pandemic, it was rough, man, because to go from making like $3,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month extra to not DJing at all. You know what I'm saying? Nah, let's take the money out.
Mm.
Let's not talk about the money,
Okay.
but just going from doing that every weekend
Mm.
and then not doing it
Yeah.
every weekend. It was hard, and especially because I got COVID back in July of 2020. They had told me I had COVID on my birthday.
Oh
It was
shit.
my birthday.
Yeah.
We had just came back from Mexico, and I'm assuming I got it on the plane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't bad. Luckily, I didn't have it as bad as other people have had it.
Okay.
But I had it and it sucked, bro. But that I had to stay home. That's the worst part about it. Having to stay home for 10 days and not do shit, not leave a room. You know what I'm saying? It's boring.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Two things though. Like it sucked that I couldn't DJ out like how I used to.
Mhm.
But number two, it put the battery in my back to start the podcast.
Oh really?
So I mean, it's give and take. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to reinvent yourself. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, you have to build something else. If this doesn't work out, figure out a way how to move around. Still do it, but in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still my podcasts are music based.
Mhm.
So and this is something I'm passionate about when it
Yeah.
comes to music. I like talking about it. I like drinking. I like hanging with my friends, and then sometimes we have drinks
Yeah. Yeah.
during the podcast. So it's like you know what I'm saying. I found a lane I've made a lane. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I do, doing what I like to do, and I'm. It's it sucked during the pandemic, but at the same time, hey, I'm happy that I'm doing something that has something to do with it. Still, you know what I'm saying? And I still put mixes up. You know what I'm saying, on my podcast, mixes up the other DJs when they're on there. And so yeah, man, I don't know. It's like I said, it's like it sucked, but I found a way to move around, and make it work for me.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Hell yeah, bro. Same here, man. When the pandemic happened, I was laid off, bored as hell, bro. I didn't get COVID till 2022, no, 2021, and that was January.
Okay.
Yeah, and
How was it for you?
bro, I didn't feel nothing. I mean, I didn't feel nothing until because my dad got it first, right?
Okay.
And then like that week of finding out he had it, I got sick, really sick to my stomach, bro. I couldn't
Hmm.
keep nothing down. I didn't have no fever. I still had sense of smell, taste, but bro, I could not keep nothing down. Every time I drank something, water, I threw it back up.
It something to do with like the scared factor where you don't know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
you know what I'm
mean,
saying? Like you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. You don't know. I like everybody can say on Facebook that they're doctors and shit, but I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
I don't
Same
know
here.
shit about this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and talk like out of my head. It's like I know what the fuck is gonna happen when you get sick or what's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Luckily, like I said, I got it and it wasn't as bad when they told me I had it. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean my dad who has heart problems is gonna have the same.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Whether however you feel about the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not political.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just,
Same
I
here.
just I'm what's right, what's wrong,
Yeah, yeah. Same here,
and
bro.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. And
Those.
I just scared for my older family that you know what I'm saying. If
eh,
I catch it and I give it to them and my dad passes away, how am I gonna feel?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That's the worst part.
dude, and another thing about it, bro, my dad has stage 4 cirrhosis,
Okay.
and he had it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you know, but stage 4 is the worst one.
The liver one, right?
Yeah, yeah, the liver. But by the grace of God, like I don't know how, but like I always call my dad the Mexican Superman because,
Okay.
bro, like even though he has stage 4, like his liver is actually healed,
Okay.
which is well, I mean, he smokes marijuana, but
I mean, that's it's 2021. Not smoking. I don't
know.
smoke and shit, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
ask, bro.
understand why people. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There is some medical uses to it. You know what I'm saying. There's a
yeah,
lot of people with anxiety and shit, like you know what I'm saying, emotional problems
yeah,
that mellows them out. You know what I mean, if that helps you out, then it helps you out.
yeah,
Or if you just like to smoke, you smoke. Go ahead. I don't give.
yeah. But the reason why I got into the COVID stuff was because during the COVID, I was working for a Chrysler supplier for like since 2017.
Okay.
And then so that whole 2020 year, bro, I was just drawing, just I was just trying to build my own thing,
Yeah.
like
So you were already drawing before.
yeah, I was drawing before, but the thing is I was on and off because I used to sell weed. I
Yeah.
tried to
Yeah.
be the cool kid,
Hmm.
which involved gangs, and that kicked me back in the ass, bro.
How old are you right now?
28.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, so yeah, bro. Like I totally just like fucked up, fumbled my life.
I
Like
mean, that just comes with life in general, bro.
yeah,
Like me personally, bro. Like one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't go hard with this DJ shit early on.
yeah, yeah.
I was
Same here. Yeah,
focused on partying and kicking
yeah,
it and having fun. When I could have, I had so many gigs where I told people I couldn't do it, or I was busy, or blah blah blah. Sorry if you're one of them people if you're listening, but it was just like one of them things where I don't feel like DJing that weekend. I want to go kick with my homies. But if I would have went hard like how I'm going right now,
yeah,
I would have been this 10, not 10 years ago, but maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying I would have been on another level. Maybe I'll be touring, or maybe I'll be doing something else. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, wasted time is one of the worst things you could do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Same here, bro.
Wasting time when you know you could have been doing something great.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But that's life.
yeah,
It's what you when you realize that you fumbled it. All right, cool. But it's what you're gonna do from that point on. What matters? You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. And
Damn, I sound like a dad and shit. You know what
not,
I'm saying?
but man, that's what's up, man. Like I feel like there's not enough of that out here sometimes, or
Yeah.
being spread around. And yeah, bro. So I was trying to develop my art thing, and then 2021. That's when I got up with Vic. Shout out
Mm-hmm.
Vic again. He helped me with my first art show. And then from there, bro, I was like, man, I want to do this. Obviously, I mean, not really full time, but just whatever I can sink my feet into, events or
Yeah.
just putting my art out there. Like right now, before you came, bro, or when you're here, I went to go drop off some pieces at
Yeah.
uh,
You said the art complex. Which one was that one?
the EUR Electrical
Oh,
Union Records.
oh, you know what? That's crazy. You said that. So, 2015, me and my buddies, we rented that spot out,
Hmm.
and we had an art gallery there. So used to have art shows,
Yeah,
and that's where a lot of my we that's why how we got our foot in the door with a lot of artists here in Rockford. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
We did art shows there, and then we did pretty much what we did there. We had an artist for like a month
Mm.
show their artwork, but on the opening that same day we had it so they painted live on stage at District.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
while we were DJing, they painted live on stage. You never heard about this?
No, no, I seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. But I
But
was
yeah,
just
like
never there.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how we kind of started that. And every month we have a different artist. And we have every month we have our district where they go paint on stage. We did it like 3 times with artists. And 2020 mid 2016, we closed the shop. We had problems with the owners and whatever, but we left the shop. But we kept on going with art district.
Yeah.
So every month we would do an art party. You know what I'm saying two, two, maybe even 3 artists on stage, painting live while we DJ'd. Sometimes we would raffle off. You know what I'm saying? Sell the paintings. You know what I'm saying for what the highest bidder type thing.
No, that's dope.
Depending on or if we would at the end we're starting to pay the artists like at least enough for like their um
Supplies?
their supplies. I guess you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying
Okay.
for whatever they use. 50, $60, whatever,
No, that's dope.
and then they could sell their paintings if they wanted to somewhere else. But yeah, man, we met a lot of artists that way, and that 2015 to 2016 year was dope, man, because it was kind of like the kids were realizing that art was dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
art shows were not just for the rich, or because here in Rockford you see a lot of artists art shows, but they're kind of like bougie art shows, kind of like upscaley, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we made it kind of like a hip hop is cool effect to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I love the art that they were doing, like as far as like the other other people that have art shows here and shit. Like art scene was a big eye opener for me. Like in 2012, 2013, and seeing all these studios that you never knew existed.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Like I had no idea a lot of these places existed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2021, bro, was my biggest like, whoa, this is in Rockford.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
people didn't know that.
Yeah, dude,
And it's
for
been going on for I don't know how long, probably 20, 30 years, if not longer.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, so the me doing the art shows, stepping in, bro, like I see like when Vic helped me step my foot in the door, bro, that's when I seen all this shit and I'm like, oh shit. I would step out here and there, I'm still not fully comfortable to just walk out everywhere.
Hmm.
But the spots I did go to, I was like, whoa, bro, nobody's recording this, nobody's showing this out to like the
Yeah,
world. So that's when I kind of started to, be like, oh, maybe this is
yeah.
what I could do to help, maybe.
Hmm.
Hopefully I am, like I told one of my guests, like hopefully me doing this doesn't make me a culture vulture. I just
No, no, no. I mean, I,
I
I,
just want to show love to
yeah,
everybody,
yeah, yeah. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like the culture vulture thing is, something that you're taking something that you don't even like doing, that you don't love, you have no knowledge of,
Hmm.
but you're trying to take in. You see that other people are profiting on it, or you know what I'm saying, trying to make yourself look cool, even though you have no knowledge of what the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? That's a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying?
But the reason why I say that too is because before me popping out and really becoming this art thing, it's like, man, I used to be like, man, Rockford's lame, bro. Like, there's nothing
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
yeah. A
Like,
lot of people. I mean, my thing is like in that aspect, if you're sitting out here complaining about Rockford's lame, Rockford's that, what are you doing to make Rockford better? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And a
exactly.
lot of people they're not doing shit. They're not providing anything
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
make it dope. You know what I'm saying? I wish you could see like when we used to do art district and do our art shows, and that way you'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, like we
Yeah,
still get Twitter messages from people saying, man, if you guys weren't there at art district, that was a fucking vibe. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and then the shit
That's
like that I hear about, that happened before. It's like fuck, I kind of regret it, like
I mean, we'll bring it back one day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We'll figure it out. You know, later on. I wanna own a bar club type thing. That's in the future. I mean, that's what I see me doing later on in life. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's dope, man.
But yeah, man, there's a lot of shit going on here. You just have to know. You know what I'm saying? You have to know people to. If
Yeah,
you're hanging out with a bunch of lame people, bro, then you're gonna have a lame ass time here.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
luckily, my friends are all fun, cool people. Shout out Buddha, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out Vic Monsta. Shout out my boy Balta. Shout out my boy Efren, you know what I'm saying? People who are movers and shakers, you know what I'm saying? People, and then they're the same people that I grew up with, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
You realize real quick how easy it is to throw an event or throw an art show or throw whatever, you know what I'm saying? You just need to talk to people, right? Hey, I want to do an art show here.
yeah,
This is what I'm bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, cool, all right, cool, well, let's do it. Oh, let me see your artwork. Okay, I like it. All right, let's move forward with this. Okay, I need music. Oh, okay, let's do this. I need, this, that. It's not hard, man. You just gotta, a lot of times it's a phone call, text message,
yeah.
email away. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what people don't know. Well, I mean, I say people, but for me and my perception, because when Vic approached me with doing my own art show, bro, I was like, man, I don't even know if I even got the street cred
Yeah.
or the name for it,
Hmm.
And when Vic told me he got a spot or he knows a spot, man, bro, I thought he like
I went to that show. You know what? I went to that show, but when I got there, Vic had left already. I
I
think it was because it went from something 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock.
yeah, yeah, it
Then
was
they're
only
gonna
some
have some house DJs
yeah,
there
yeah,
later on that night.
yeah,
So I got there at the very end, and everybody was pretty much gone.
yeah.
I don't think you were even there anymore.
No, no, once it ended I left.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was pretty tired.
so I was trying to go because man, I like that place, that Euro place.
Yeah, yeah, man, it was definitely dope, man. If you're
Shout
around
out Trevor.
Rockford, yeah, yeah, definitely shout out Trev, man, for real. Yeah, but I thought Vic and Trev, like, built up this like I thought there was like this conspiracy, not conspiracy, but like this fucking thing behind the scene where like Vic is putting me on with Trev, like man, like you know give this young artist a chance, man. He's cool, and
Hmm.
at the time, bro, I was like, man, I don't even know if my skills were good enough at the time,
Hmm.
So it was very like very unknowing to me, because dude, like how do I get my art pieces into this art show that's big in Rockford,
Hmm.
So that so definitely shout out Vic for helping me out and
To
uh
wet your feet a little bit,
yeah, yeah,
wet
bro.
your feet. I guess, bro. At this time, bro, it's kind of one of them things where it's hard to fathom it until you go through it. But like a lot of times,
Starting off January 7th, January 8th, we got events at the Texas Lounge by Dre Skrilla. Letters, I will also be participating in it, guys. That's where we will bring some dope graffiti art that we've been working on. These are just some of mine. Check it out, January 8th, Letters by Jay Skrilla at the Texas Lounge, Rockford, Illinois. It's gonna be a blast with a bunch of amazing artists. I can't wait, man. Check it out and let's get back to the podcast, man. Ugh, I'm on here babbling, man. Okay. You want another shot, man?
oh fuck it, I'll do one. I'll do one more.
Same one or some Blanco, bro?
Nah, I'll do Hennessy. I like Don Julio, but I'm bougie when it comes to Don Julio. I like some a little more expensive shit.
Yeah, see, I when I got these alcohols, man, I wasn't sure exactly what's good, what people prefer, what's the normal, I
Yeah,
guess, Because like I said, bro, I'm not a drinker, so I just
yeah.
grabbed what I thought people would.
I mean that's cool, man. I mean that's fine right there. I'm I just I'm when it comes to like tequila, I don't like doing like cheaper tequila like blancos
Yeah.
because it has a rancid smell to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe because drinking when I was younger, like throwing up with some cheap tequila,
Yeah.
like Jose Cuervo and shit. I'm like, ugh, like that.
Yeah.
So now I drink like Don Julio, but like añejo, which is the
Mm.
eight age tequila. It's a lot smoother.
Mm.
What was I saying? As far as like art shows, I would encourage people in general, not just art shows, in parties they want to do. I would encourage people to go out there and make their own parties,
Yeah.
make their own name known. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where you're young and you're waiting for somebody to give you a chance when you should just make your own chance,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
make your own. And it's kind of hard at first, but
Yeah.
once you get that first one out the way, then you'll be like, okay, where are we gonna move the next one at? What do I gotta do better? You just get ideas just start popping up,
Mm.
and then if you have a team of people that are like are like minded like you, oh let's try this or let's do that or what I'm saying, oh that's not, I don't know if that was going to be a good idea. Let's try it a certain other way or somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's all like I said, if you got a good team of people, you're gonna have a good time here sometimes.
Mm.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I definitely fuck with it, man. Yeah. Sorry, we kind of we kind of went down this sidetrack, but from you know the what's it called the COVID, you did your podcast, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely a fan of the Monster Mash. But to be fair and honest, bro, I didn't like when you released I just barely listened to the Monster Mash not too long ago
Okay.
because I thought Monster Mash was on Spotify or YouTube. But when I tried looking for it, it wasn't on there. It's only on Beanpod, right? Or Podbean.
Podbean and it's on Apple Podcasts too.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't have no Apple stuff, but I definitely went to download the Podbean or whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got them on there. I was gonna put them on Spotify, but since I have music on there,
Mm.
like I play music and shit, so like they kind of like um they kind of block it. You know what I'm saying? Because of
Okay.
the music. You know what I'm saying? Like the copyright shit. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So for the same reason, I don't put it on YouTube because of that reason too. You know what I'm saying? And both of my podcasts have to do with music. One's I'm playing when I'm interviewing DJs and they're playing their mixes, or I have mixes I put up there, and the other one I'm playing oldies. You know what I'm saying? And just talking, and oldies and talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of hard. It's hard to put it on places where they're in the copyright
Yeah.
and ban my shit. You know what I mean? So it's like I might get in trouble for it later on. You know what I'm saying? If my shit gets a little bit bigger. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how did Monster Mash come about, bro?
Well, Monster Mash is just like the Adams Family. I think they had a song on there called "The Monster Mash" or something like that.
Okay.
I think it's from the Adams Family, and they're all dancing and shit, and they're all in there. Or maybe it's not Adams Family. It's just from like an old school 50s, 60s song, and it's called "The Monster Mash." And then you see a bunch of people dressed up like in Halloween type shit, and they're all dancing and shit.
Yeah.
And so that's the idea. And so originally, the first party, not the first party, but a party I did with Vic,
Mm-hmm.
I told him, let's call it the Monster Mash.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Vic Monster, Ric Monster, you know what I'm saying? The brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pretty much. So it's like the Monster Mash, it makes sense. And it was for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, like, this makes sense, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
Monster Mash. So I did like two parties like that back to back with him about called the Monster Mash, I believe. And then it was just like something that just always stuck with me. I'm a monster, so it's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call it the Monster Mash. Mash as in the mixes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I called it. So first it was all mixes. The first like 7, 8, 9 things I have recorded are just DJ mixes,
Mm.
and then I got a mic, and then but it was like one of them USB mics, and I only had one. So the first interview I had was my boy Balto, our DJ Artista. And so basically, he was sitting right here, I was sitting right here. We were talking the mic. He would come in and talk. But if the first two The first three ones, which is him, my boy DJ PDP, and my boy Vic Monsta, I only use that one mic.
Mm.
And so I stopped recording DJs until I got like good mics. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now you listen to them now, and you can hear really good. It's clear. And I was just waiting for the equipment to come in, but it was on, everything I was on back order because so many people were starting podcasts
Yeah.
during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to keep on doing the podcast without the right sounding equipment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why for a minute there I had stopped. Plus I had COVID, but this year I started up again earlier this year, and so yeah, just kept on going.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Here we are now.
Yeah, 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 bro. I definitely love listening to your podcast, bro. You have like a radio man, like smoothing voice.
I don't know about that. I know a lot of people have been telling me lately that I know how to interview people and I know, and it's not just that. It's not. I don't think I never practiced doing it. You know what I'm saying? I am a good listener. So if you tell me something, I can piggyback off of what you're saying.
Yeah,
I've had conversations with a lot of people and just talking. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if it's something that you're passionate about and you know a lot about, well then you're gonna stop. You're gonna know. You're gonna sound like you know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You ask the right questions when it comes to the interviews, then you should be good. And me sounding good on the mic, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Well,
I've listened to other DJs, and so I have a lot of inspiration when it comes to people talking on the mic. And one of them is he's from New York, DJ Kid Capri.
mm,
If you ever Google him on YouTube, and the way he talks on the mic while he's DJing, you just tell he's just like rocking the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with him heavy when it comes to that. There's a lot of DJs like that. I'm really New York based DJ influence
okay.
because I really grew up in a lot of New York style hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I grew up with everything. But what resonates with me the most is like the New York DJs and how they do it.
Okay. Yeah,
Salute, by the way.
yeah. Yeah.
Cheers.
But the only reason why I say that, bro, is because because I did your oldies forever. I definitely listened to all that when you're showing it. Uh, and that's where I was like, oh shit, I definitely fuck with it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
yeah. Your oldies forever reminds me of a Rockford radio station,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So
Yeah.
and then later on, when I finally found the Monster Mash on the Podbean, that's when I started listening to your
Okay,
man.
yeah. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah, and how did oldies forever come about?
I'm a big fan of oldies, like
Yeah.
50s, 60s, 70s, funk, soul, rock and roll,
Mhm.
all that stuff. Since I was a kid, I've always liked that stuff. So, and I don't know if you ever, Buddha. I don't know if you ever met Buddha, but
Yeah, yeah.
he's a fucking character. You know what I'm saying? And it was only right that I get him involved because he likes oldies a lot, just like I like oldies. And he and his brothers paint cars and stuff, and they do lowriders, and you know what I'm saying. That just comes with the territory when it comes to oldies. So he's really involved in that shit when it comes to that too. And it was just something I was like, I want to try something different. There's a lane that I don't think too many people are privy on. You know what I'm saying? They're not
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to get more people to listen to that. So because I feel like it's something different. You
It
know what I'm
is.
saying?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people out there that like oldies like I do,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but
I grew up. So I mean, don't get me wrong. My music's all over the place as well, bro. I listen to the oldies because my dad was Toledo.
yeah. So
My
that's yeah. Like your dad, he's from California,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's a big thing over there. You know what I'm saying?
He's
The
oldies,
old
yeah.
old school oldies and shit.
And my sisters, being up with the times when I were growing up, they listened to like rap that was like up at the time,
Hmm.
and like also like boy bands as well. So my music comes from all over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's how it should be, bro. I mean, because if you just listen to one style of music, it's like that's
boring.
that's why like a lot of DJs here in Rockford are only known for one style of music,
Yeah.
for one style of DJ, and they only play this type of music. Where you put me in any room in any place, and I'll be able to get busy with all types of music. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When
Match
it
the
comes,
energy.
yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I just like all types of music, so you know what I'm saying. When it comes to my taste in music, so it's like, why wouldn't I be able to play all that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for me, after a while growing up in Rockford, bro, you really don't. like me or see a lot of people that play oldies. That's why I was.
Yeah,
That's why when I was listening to your podcast and you were playing all these oldies, I used to listen to, or when still do,
yeah, yeah,
once in a while.
yeah,
I was like, holy shit, blast from the past, a
yeah,
blast from the past,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate that, man. I
yeah.
know. It just like I said, it's something I've always had near and dear to my heart as far as that music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I just want to do something different, something people ain't never. I googled and tried to see if there was anything like that
Hmm.
before I put it out, and I didn't see anything. You know what I'm saying? Like a Mexican hood, a couple of Mexican hood kids that will make a podcast about oldies and
Yeah,
just talk shit while we're doing it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I don't see any podcasts out there like that. Maybe there is. Maybe I mean drop a comment in the YouTube section and let me know. But I mean,
yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
check it out. Oldies Forever
Yeah.
on Podbean. Hopefully, I'm gonna put it on Apple Music soon too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, definitely, man. That's one. Well, I mean, me as a classic oldies person, yeah, definitely spread that as much as you can.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the reason why I'm only on YouTube right now, hopefully going to Spotify soon, is because YouTube you don't gotta really pay anything. You just upload it.
Yeah, yeah,
Hopefully it doesn't get copyright. That's something
yeah.
I learned from doing my art videos because it first went to art videos and then it went to the podcast.
Also, you had music in the background. And shit.
Well, yeah, like putting music or beats
Yeah.
from my editor.
Mhm.
You still get copyright even though
Oh.
it's no music but just a beat.
Mhm.
You get copyrighted for beats
Okay.
and stuff. Bro, I just learned so much, bro. It was such a headache, bro. Like, because I'm a old school cat that just loves pen and paper.
Mhm.
Maybe take a picture. This whole editing and videos and
Yeah,
taking videos is new to me.
I
So
feel you.
yeah, yeah,
So did you have to buy a bunch of equipment and stuff like that too?
yeah, yeah.
Obviously, you bought these mics.
Yeah, yeah. Well, cheap as hell. I try to win as cheap but as professional as possible. Because I do want people to be like, oh, it was a cool experience going there.
Mhm.
I don't want people to come to my raggedy ass basement sitting on a crate or something with one mic.
No, I
Or
feel no. That's how I was, bro. I started
yeah,
with one mic, and I decided I'm like, this is not where it's at. So I started buying one mic at a time.
yeah, yeah. Same
I
here.
bought two mics, then I bought the third mic, and then I bought the little equipment to record it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, me, bro.
yeah, man.
Like learning all that, like, because you can't just plug in two mics and just press record on your recorder. You got to download a program
Okay.
that fluxes everything together and
Yeah.
shit. I was like, what
Oh,
the?
so these are all connected to the USB.
Yeah, yeah. They're connected to this multi USB
Okay.
connector. Yeah. See, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing, bro. I just wanted to make it look and sound professional. I just wanted to have the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
basic equipment, man. Because uh, all this art shit, bro, it's expensive, man. Shit,
Yeah, man.
you know,
Have you had luck in like selling?
selling art. Oh yeah, yeah. These monsters, bro. They sell out more or faster than my art pieces.
That's what's up. I mean, because obviously, have you seen anybody else do this kind of art with
Not
the cans?
not with the spray cans, but I remember when I was doing some monsters, like later on,
Mm-hmm.
I seen somebody do it with the monster cans.
Uh huh.
I tried the soda cans because they're about the same thing, but they're too thin. The metal's too
Yeah.
thin.
Okay.
Here, like it's like a solid,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and it holds up. So I just go with the spray cans, but I did get the idea from like people that drew on them, right?
Uh huh.
So one day I was high as hell, bro, and like I was drawing, and then I was like, man, let me turn these motherfuckers into real life characters,
Yeah.
right? And then I opened them up,
And yeah, this is a new wave. Like that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Like to think outside the box.
and then
Because I don't think outside the box all the time. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
don't ever hardly.
yeah,
But the one or two times I do, it's worked.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for
And
sure.
so a good thing is I've never seen anything with the cans open like this. This is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
These are
thank you.
ones you're working on right now. You're
Yeah,
painting and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. The ones in process right now.
So yeah, man. I think looking outside of the box and not just looking at a board to paint on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's pretty dope to me.
yeah, yeah. Thank you,
This
man.
whole your whole setup here is dope as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's another thing I'd be telling my guests, man. If you didn't have a good time on the pod, at least you had eye candy to
Yeah, I
look
feel
at.
you.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
No, man, I appreciate you having me, man. This is dope, man.
Yeah, yeah. Thank
I
you for
didn't
coming.
realize, like, I don't know, for some reason in the videos, this place looks so much bigger.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
can't even tell. When I was walking in, I seen the chairs through this little window. I'm like, this little place right here?
yeah,
Oh, you know, whatever works, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing about YouTube, man. Like you think something looks a certain way until you're actually there.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're there. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm glad you came on, bro. Uh, like I mean, you definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but man, I feel like we have the same mind or the same type of
Mindset.
mind. Yeah, the
Okay.
same mindset. There we go. Obviously different in some ways, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the way you. I mean, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, bro. But like you love your oldies, I love my oldies.
hmm
We I grew up in Chicago.
I have fam. Like, I did a lot of kicking it in Chicago. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? With
yeah.
my family. Shit. I mean, but I'm 100% Rockford. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100% RKFD forever. You know what I'm saying? And unless I go to Mexico, where nobody knows who the fuck Rockford is, so I'm like, yeah, I'm from Chicago, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That's the only time that and I shouldn't be do that, but we all do that shit when we go to Mexico. And it's like, oh, where you from? I'm from Chicago. I'm
Yeah.
not from Chicago, but who knows? Who people out there don't know who the fuck Rockford is.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
man.
like that's how it is. But yeah, I'm 100% Rockford. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody repping Rockford. Shout out everybody in Rockford that's putting on for the city. Shout out to you for doing this podcast and doing your art, man.
Yeah, thank you,
Keep
man.
going. I would just suggest you to keep going, keep pushing, and never stop. Just you know what I'm saying. There's people out here. Shout out to the guys who own the art gallery downtown from over there by District. I can't.
Underground.
No. It's around the corner from District in the same like complex building block.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't remember what the hell they're called. Courtman Gallery.
Okay, okay.
You ever been there?
No, no.
So we did a lot of art shows there, and I BJ'd up there and shit. But these dudes been around forever, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
30, 40 years type shit,
Okay.
doing art shows. And I think they just had an anniversary not too long ago. But it just shows you, like,
There's like so much, man.
you can keep on going no matter.
Yeah.
And these dudes are old, you know what I'm saying? 60, 70, 80. I don't even know how they are, bro. They're older. I mean, not to say anything bad about them at
Yeah.
all, but they've been around for a long time. So it just shows you could keep on pushing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a DJ, you would think, like, there's certain people out there think that there's an expiration date for DJs, but I mean, I've seen these DJs that are 50, 60 years old still getting it, you know what I'm saying? So, and art is even better because art, you can express yourself. So the day you die with art, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like the reason why I like to have music people on, even though I'm not like a professional I have profession in it,
Mm-hmm.
is because the one thing I feel like artists and music artists can really relate to is just putting themselves out there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The same way you put yourself out there
Yeah.
is the same way I put myself out there,
Yeah.
so that way we can get noticed. And that's the one thing why I likes to fuck with the people in music.
Yeah.
So, thank you for, coming on and like, just talking to me about it. Obviously I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to the music
No,
scene,
it's all good, bro.
but I just love the passion for it, when somebody like
Yeah.
yourself comes on and talks about like, just doing it.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you having me, like I said.
Yeah.
Shout out A to Z. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for having me, bro. I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to next episode. Hopefully next time I'll bring some. I'll be in business and on another business venture or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
see what's up.
bro, like my door's always open for you, man. Obviously we didn't get everything in the first
It's
episode,
all
but
good. But you know
hopefully.
what? You know what? You gave me an idea. Like I'm gonna have you on my Oldies Forever podcast.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
you
Hell yeah.
bring 9 to 10 songs,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
we just kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I'll definitely show you how old I can go, bro. You'll be surprised. Well, I mean, you might be, but at the same time, you know, my dad's
Yeah,
old.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
So yeah, man.
yeah,
That'd be
I
dope.
would.
That'd be dope to get a. That's what I'm trying to do. Get perspectives of other people. You know what I'm saying? And you guys
Yeah,
from originally from California, obviously it was really prevalent out there. So
yeah,
that'd be cool. Cool to hear. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, for sure, man.
I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to that
yeah, I definitely can't wait neither, bro. I'm always willing to help the best I can if I can help.
for sure.
So
I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, so we're at the hour and 26 minutes, man. So is
Damn,
there
we went
any?
hour 26
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
Damn,
right. I mean, that's the thing, bro. I try to tell people like it's not really an interview; it's more of us kicking it and you
yeah, yeah,
telling me
yeah,
about
for sure.
yourself. Because a big inspiration I got from was Joe Rogan, man. Him bringing his buddies
Hmm.
on, his comedian
Yeah,
buddies, and like just talking, just kicking it, bro.
Joey Diaz. You like Joey Diaz?
Oh, bro, I fucking love Joey Diaz,
Dude, dude,
bro.
hilarious, dude.
Oh my god, bro. I wish to see him before he
What's
gets
up,
older.
cocksuckers? No, man, he's hilarious, bro. And so
Yeah,
hearing all them dudes talk, and they all have podcasts,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
I listen to all that shit all the time.
yeah. Yeah.
Him, Tiger Belly,
Oh, bro,
Bobby Lee.
he's the one that introduced me to Joe Rogan, and then Joe Rogan introduced me to the whole comedy scene,
Yeah,
bro. Like from him, I learned Tom Segura,
yo,
Christina, fucking, Kill Tony, bro. Fuck, what's it called? Tony Hinchcliffe.
Charlie Hinchcliffe, yeah.
All them, bro.
Yeah, man. And you realize like these dudes are making money off this podcast shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And it's just you just conversing as long as you sound natural
mhm.
when you're talking
Yeah.
and not too fucking not too
Intense or like scared or
just
shy.
corny. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
And you just talk naturally.
Yeah.
These guys are hilarious and they're just being themselves. Especially Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
That dude's hilarious. I've been wanting to go check out a comedy show with somebody
Yeah.
soon. Hopefully, I get to see somebody. I, Matter of fact, what's that dude that was just here last Friday? Um, the the Russian bear dude. The one that
Oh,
always has his shirt off.
fucking
Brian
no, Bert Kreischer,
Bert
man,
Kreischer. He was there last Friday. Yeah,
bro. I
yeah.
watch his podcast. I like, I knew he was coming into town. I actually want to draw for him and like stand out there. But the thing is, I don't know if I was gonna catch him or I
Yeah,
definitely pussed out. So
yeah. No, no. You just gotta. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Sometimes you just like
like,
Yeah,
what if he doesn't want to see me? Like,
yeah.
or what if he thinks I'm this crappy, bro? Cause look, man, I got bangs, bro. I don't got no haircut,
It's all
bro.
good, man. You're
you
an
know,
artist, man. That's how you're supposed to be, man.
I know, right? That's what I
You're
tell
not supposed to
myself.
be all clean cut and shit. Like me, I gotta do this shit because I'm in front of people DJing and shit all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's like whatever. But I mean, artists is you're gonna rock how the artist is gonna rock. The artists they look crazy out here. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like
I know, yeah,
that's how
yeah.
they supposed to look, bro. But yeah, man. All them dudes. Shout out to them because man, they definitely
They definitely kept me busy
yeah,
during the
just getting
pandemic.
ideas is just how they do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And
yeah,
getting the idea from Joe Rogan, bro. I definitely want to put the people I meet, like yourself. I mean, obviously you got your own social media following, bro. And like you're helping me because
no, it's all good,
I
bro.
obviously I'm younger in this Rockford or media based thing because
Hmm.
I'm barely popping out this year. So you shout out Chris Jeebus, fucking Vic Rivera, bro. Definitely
Yeah,
helping me to help other people.
yeah, for sure.
Because I definitely want to bring people. I don't just go for the people with the big highest following number. I just follow people that have a passion for something.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to fuel me to follow what I do, which is my art.
You doing this it hypes me up and inspires me.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm based off being inspired a lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
times,
yeah, yeah,
100% of the time.
yeah, yeah, bro.
So during that pandemic, it was super hard for me because nothing was really going on, so nothing was inspiring me
Yeah,
to do shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of times I base my inspiration off of seeing somebody else do something dope.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying I could look at Vic and be like, I'm getting inspiration right now from this. Or I could look at you and your podcast and be like, damn, this is inspiring me to do something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I'm based like that heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like little shit like this, man, or like what we're doing is probably gonna inspire somebody else,
Yeah,
and then it just puts it out there.
I think Tupac said it best. I might not change the world, but maybe I'm gonna spark the mind of the next kid that will.
Mm.
I mean, that's what it's all about. Maybe we're not gonna do nothing right now, but somebody else, just like how we're watching these other podcasts, inspires them for us to do our own shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And this is how it is, man. And it goes elevates and keeps going like that.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I keep dragging it on, bro. But before you go, obviously, I give Oh my God, some art, bro. I got you more posters because I know you like
Oh
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are dope. Oh shit,
yeah, yeah.
Oldie forever. That's
Oldies
dope.
forever, man. No, I really I fuck with the oldies forever, man. Like you really don't really hear too much of the oldies unless you have the oldies on
Yeah.
hand, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
I
So
appreciate that. That's dope, man.
yeah, I know. A little soundboard. I don't know,
Yeah.
you know, because I gave you the record.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And that's the thing, bro. Like, by having you on, I learned a little bit more. So next time I draw for you or I have an idea, boom, it's because of this or just us talking.
For sure.
Yeah, you know. So, yeah, man. Is there anything you want to promote, or is there anything you want people to go follow, check out?
Um,
Definitely go check out the podcast,
check
man.
out my podcast, Oldies Forever. Check out my other podcast, The Monster Mash. You can find them both on my on. You can find both links on my website, ricmonsta.com. Hopefully soon I'm gonna be having some merch on there.
Hmm.
Follow me on all social media so you can see what where I'm gonna DJ at next. Um, yeah, man, I appreciate you having me, Angel Room.
Yeah, yeah, no problem, man. Definitely love having you on, man. Like I said, my door's always open for the next one because we definitely didn't even touch. Like, I want to say we didn't even touch like 20% of what I wanted to ask you. So hopefully next time, man.
It's all good, man. We'll figure it out for next one, or we save it from my podcast.
Oh
Shit,
yeah,
man.
sure. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Hell yeah, definitely, man. So
So yeah, man. Like I said, thank you for having me. A to Z. Yeah.
yeah, thank you, man. So thank you for everybody watching, man. Definitely stay tuned and stay safe.
Peace.